Hi guys, this is video demonstration of our project Ember Protocol. This is a submission for Coconut Hackathon. So trustless Bitcoin backed loans, borrow any stable coin on core chain. These will be the items which we'll be discussing, and after this presentation I'm gonna show you a demo of our product itself. So let's start with the problem statement. Bitcoin lacks native programmability, which makes Bitcoin backed loans hard to implement. So we know that wrap Bitcoin on smart contract chains exist, but most of these wrap Bitcoin are custodial and centralized. There are some decentralized wrap Bitcoin solutions available, but they have their own set of challenges. So the product which we are presenting is Ember Protocol. Ember Protocol offers native self-custodial Bitcoin-backed loans, no wrapping, no bridging, powered by core blockchain. So lenders run operator nodes and provide liquidity on core. Borrowers borrow stable coins. They lock their Bitcoin in discrete lock contracts on Bitcoin L1. All swaps between lender and borrower are atomic and powered by hash time lock contract. And we have oracles which attest to the latest Bitcoin USD price. So this is what the flow looks like. We have borrower which creates a new order on the announcement smart contract on the core chain. We have lenders which compete with each other, and if a lender finds the deal lucrative, they offer a competitive interest and fulfill that order. And this is what the core announcement contract looks like. So this is what it looks like. The borrower creates a new order on the announcement smart contract on core chain. The lender fulfills that order. Then once the order is fulfilled, borrower and lender swap assets using hash time lock contract. Once that is done, the Bitcoin collateral is sent to a discrete lock contract on the Bitcoin L1. This is what a discrete lock contract looks like, and we have oracles which attest to the latest Bitcoin USD price. So we'll be adding the technical deep dive documents in our submission, and of course we'll also add the GitHub repository. And if you want to know more about the technical details, you can go look into the technical deep dive documents. And we'll also add the architecture diagrams in submission. You can go through those as well. So let's move on to the next item which we have to discuss, which is the market research. So global crypto lending market is actually very big. It's a $36.5 billion big market, and we have 106 million Bitcoin owners, which means that this market is actually quite big. So total addressable market, we are assuming, of course, it is all Bitcoin owners, but SAM, the addressable market, is what we are assuming is 1 to 5% of total addressable market, which comes down to 5.3 to $26.5 billion loan book. And of course SOM, we are assuming it is around 1 to 5% of addressable market SOM for the next 3 years, which we will be able to occupy, and that is actually, that comes down to 50 million to $1.3 billion loan book. So you can see that we are actively conducting market research. We posted threads all over Reddit to 20 plus subreddits, and I personally DM'd 30 plus users. We took feedback from everywhere, and it is an ongoing process. We take feedback and improve our product. Our competition can be classified into 3 classifications. First is centralized and custodial. Examples include Lend, Nexo, Unchained Capital, also BlockFi pre-bankruptcy. Features include Bitcoin held by platform, and we have fiat or stablecoin loans, and KYC is required. This solution is slow and opaque. There's a large market of users who don't prefer this option, especially after BlockFi filed for bankruptcy. We all know that crazy BlockFi FTX controversy. Then we have decentralized on-chain solutions. Examples are Aave, MakerDAO, Rootstock, Stacks, lending protocols. This solution requires users to wrap their Bitcoin. This is a very bad UX. A good chunk of people want one-click solutions. Now, the most ideal solution is non-custodial native Bitcoin, and this in this classification, our product basically our product falls into this classification, and a major competitor in this classification is Lava Loans. So this category is a direct competition, and currently Lava Loans is one of our biggest competitor from this category. So the question has to be asked, how are we gonna compete with Lava Loans? So a big problem with Lava Loans has been it relies too much on centralized oracles. When you do so many things right, DLCs, atomic swaps, why leave room for complaint? So you can see a Reddit user was quite angry because of centralized oracles. So we plan to add more decentralization, quorum of oracles attesting to price. Instead of 3 or 5 oracles like in Lava Loans, we plan to add hundreds of oracles. Initial bootstrap will be simple. We'll start with single oracle, then we'll slowly expand to M out of n multi oracle setup. We'll have adapter signatures. We'll have dynamic oracle set. Oracles can come, they can join, they can leave. Uh, there can be any number of oracles, and it won't be like if some oracle joins or leaves, then attestations will become invalid. We'll use threshold signing and key resharing for key management, and we will use aggregation of attestations. So tokenomics, we are still planning. We haven't finalized tokenomics yet, but we are planning for a governance token. But again, it is still not finalized. Traction. So we are actively posting on subreddits. We are engaging with actual DeFi users. This is an ongoing process. We are doing it currently. Planning to write some Web3 articles, reaching out to news outlets, reaching out to crypto YouTube channels and famous Web3 Twitter accounts. Planning to make our own podcast, Ask Me Anything sessions, and we are after a while, of course, we also want to personally reach out to institutional and high net worth borrowers and lenders. This is what our roadmap looks like. We are currently here. um, so what we want to do is, as we get more funds or grants, we want to hire engineers, marketers, work around the clock and seriously build the protocol, then market protocol, gather operators before product launch, and then launch product, launch token. So this is our roadmap as of now. uh, so this is our team. I am Rehat Singh Nanda, software engineer. I did Google Summer of Code in 2023, Summer of Bitcoin 2024, 15 plus Web3 hackathon wins. I am working on the tech side and doing market research currently for this product. The other teammate is Subhit Agarwal, also a software engineer, worked with 3 Web3 companies as an engineer, 20 plus Web3 hackathon wins. He is also working on tech and also managing Agile board. So we both are actively looking for biz dev, and as we grow and as we get more funds, we want to hire 2 more engineers as of now, who have expertise in front end, Golang and Solidity. We want a tokenomics or product strategist, and we want a growth lead. So this is going to be a demo for the front end. So I'm going to just show the borrowing part. So if you want lending part, I'll show that also. You can put some amount here and you can lend tokens. I'm going to show the borrowing part. Okay. So we are going to take USDC. This is Ethereum chain. On the Ethereum chain, we'll take 5 USDC, and the recipient address we're going to get from MetaMask. Okay. So LTV, we are going to keep it like this only, and we have to send 0.0001 Bitcoin. We have a Bitcoin node running and also an Ethereum node running. So all of this is happening in my local machine for now. I'm going to send some collateral, and then I'm going to mine a Bitcoin block. So this should take 3 confirmations, but because this is my local machine, it will happen instantaneously. So you can see I got the loan.